absolutely amazing that people in Atlanta cannot drive. So I'm surrounded by 18-wheelers, and you can't see nothing. And they want to do 2 miles an hour out here. So, good morning, folks. How's everyone? Good morning, David, William, Critter Wild West MC, William Lawrence, Selly Sell, International Riders MC. It's good to see you this morning, man. Nice to hear from you. Thank you for watching. Thank everyone for watching. See, we got Ghost Riders, we got everybody. So I have a few minutes to talk to you. I was trying to get to an appointment, and just the weather. And you know, it's not even bad weather. You know, this is California. I mean, this is not California. This is Atlanta, and the weather doesn't even. So I don't seem to be able to keep a live feed this morning. I don't know what the heck is going on. So anyway, somebody said exhausted and got a regular appointment. Hope all is well. My folks are talking with each other. What's up, Don Big D Mitchell? So anyway, I have a few minutes to talk to you guys. If the phone will cooperate, it looks like we're having phone issues and low battery power, and even though the phone is plugged up, the battery's not working. All of this business. I'm actually going to see if I can get a new battery. One of these technologically challenged days, but we're moving forward. Good morning to Mississippi. Good morning. So listen, I've been studying this this podcast stuff, and I want to announce to everyone that I should have a podcast up pretty soon. So a number of people have been asking me about a podcast, and I'm going to be putting together a podcast soon. I see you there, England. The Zombie Trikers, I see you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I see you, Skinny Castoff Cruise President. I see you. So anyway, what was the title of this broadcast? Oh, getting the MC back to riding. So, you know, we talk about a lot of things where it comes to troubles and issues, and kind of how to fix that and bring your motorcycle club. Did someone send me some money? Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Hey, photo bomber, you mind getting out of my picture? Yes, you. Would you mind getting out of my picture? Go back to the back seat. So, we often talk about troubles in the MC, and we never really talk about, what I also want to talk about is how to fix things. So a lot of times we talk about issues, but we also want to talk about how to fix some of these issues. So I often say an MC that rides together stays together. You know, we're all brought together by our love of riding. So MCing is truly about riding. And so if you really want to do MCing well, you get the motorcycle club back to riding. And there are some steps that you can do to do that. I talk about that a lot and in various videos, but I wanted to bring it together in a video like this. What's up, Jason Mayer? Got you live. Love the dog. Hey, you got some people that like you out there. Yeah, you. So what? Thank you. Thank you. I love you too. So bringing the motorcycle club back to a riding club. A club that's motivated more by riding than it is by politics. By having fun on motorcycles than it is dedicated to going from bar to bar and club to club and chasing women and being the coolest, hottest, baddest, meanest group of guys, to really having a lot of fun. They said they remind you of Benji. You remind them of Benji, and they don't know that it's more like a lone wolf. So, how do you bring the club back? How do you go about making the mission of the MC riding motorcycles and having fun, and instead of drinking and riding motorcycles and having wrecks? And good day, Scott McNeil. And the way you do that is you start to push the idea of having a blast while riding. You start talking about it. That's how you begin. You begin with a conversation, talking about it to everyone, anyone who will listen, everyone in the club, talking about other motorcycle clubs that are riding and some of the fun things you've seen those guys do. You start by talking, getting folks used to the idea of riding again. Then you start asking people, hey, let's get together for a club ride. So many clubs don't ride anymore. They don't ride as clubs. In the early days of the Black Sabbath, we were the only clubhouse in San Diego. So if we wanted to ride, we had to ride to Los Angeles, which was 2 hours away. So in order to have fun and hang at other motorcycle clubs, clubhouses, we had to ride to San Diego, where we would have a blast. But we had to ride as a club. And we'd get one or two hotel rooms, and everybody would crash in those hotel rooms. Now, if you met a girl or something like that, then you'd go get your own hotel. But as long as you were just hanging with the fellas, the club paid for a couple of hotel rooms, and the club paid for gas and maintenance, going and coming. And the club also paid for food. I think we ate like 2 or 3 times a day on the club, where we'd all go to breakfast or something, and the sergeant at arms or the VP or the president had the club credit card. And we operated as a family. We went everywhere together. There was a main clubhouse that we went to in LA. We always went to the Chosen Feuds Clubhouse. And then from there, that's where we'd stay. Sometimes we would even sleep there on the floor. And from there, we'd branch out. Like maybe 2 guys would go over here or go over there or whatever, but we always came back to that clubhouse. Road Captain Knight, Red Knights Chapter 24. I've been trying to get the club back on the road. The conflicts I have, our members are not committed to the day. So after we would get there and we set up at base camp, wherever we were going to be, we might venture out, go see the great kings of Africa, or the great kings and queens of Africa, or Brothers of the Sun, or the Zodiacs, or the Long Beach Berets, all these motorcycle clubs we would ride to once we got to LA. Ride over to Compton, ride all over the place. And then as a motorcycle club, so we do that maybe Friday, then we'd spend a night on Saturday, we'd get up and ride over to San Bernardino. Or Saturday evening sometime, we'd ride over to San Bernardino and party all night long. As a club. Having fun on the road, man. Then we'd pull up at a clubhouse, so, we've ridden another 2.5, 3 hours. Then towards the evening, Sunday evening, or we get up Sunday, we go to breakfast, go to brunch, hang out, and ride towards the desert. Just to go riding, man. And then we take the long way back to San Diego. And this is what we had to do. We did it as a club. There's sometimes, we just go out and just ride to some place in the forest and set up camp and hang out. Until you start riding as an MC in the pack, and I mean we'd ride with everything. We had chase vehicles, tents, RVs, family. It would be a horde like Beyond the Thunderdome. Just a horde heading to a place. So in order to get that kind of buy-in and commitment, the road captain says he's been having a hard time getting folks to ride. They can't commit to the day. You can't be frustrated by that. You gotta keep on pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. It might take you a year to get that first ride out. You have to champion that cause until you cannot champion it anymore. Making folks understand that you're passionate about this ride and not come you get it. And when you continue on that vein and continue to push, when you get them folks out on that first ride and they love it, and they will, you do not let that go. You don't let that passion subside. You continue to push and push and push and push to make the next ride happen. And the next ride. And the next ride. You don't let up on it. You remind people of the fun they had. You remind people of how great it was, what a wonderful thing it was that you did. And eventually, you'll have the club back to riding again. Somebody said, I can't imagine spending as much money as we do for our bikes and not riding every day, or at least every week. So what the problem is, what happens with motorcycle clubs is they become involved in doing so many other things, political stuff. They become involved in the political foray and the fighting and the infighting and the back and forth. That's what they become involved in. And they spend more time with that crap than they do riding. And the way to get the MC back is a lot of times to get the MC back to riding. Take care, Sonny. Skinny cast-off crew. Selkirk, President. It's so nice to talk with you. Thanks for popping in. So I want to leave you with that this morning. I want to leave you with the idea that one man, one person, one individual, one woman can make the difference. You can be the person that creates a riding spirit and a riding culture within your motorcycle club. I know because I was the person in my motorcycle club. And you can do it too. Good morning, Mob. ICK. Thank you for tuning in. Someone says, commitments through bylaws. Everyone has a commitment to the club per week, month, year. Everyone takes a turn and gives as everyone benefits. That's how it should be. In any event, folks, I must go. I'm at my destination. I just wanted to say good morning to you all and tell you all to ride safely, ride peaceably, ride smart, but most of all, ride till the wheels fall off. I'm Black Dragon. Thank you for watching, and get skinny.